motivation and discipline. So from you guys' understandings, where do you see the correlation between motivation and discipline, and which one do you believe that you incorporate in your life the most?
Okay, so I'll take it just as it real quick. Motivation to me is the drive, right? Discipline is the obedience factor to that drive. Okay, as in, if you're motivated alone isn't gonna cut it. Motivation alone is never gonna cut it. Like, cause you can be motivated, but you don't want to do it. But if you have the discipline to, it's like motivation is the desire. Is the like the desire factor of wanting something, but then the discipline is how bad do you really want to go get it, right? So pretty much like, it's being able to sit down like, I'm really motivated by wanting a big house, but I'm really disciplined to go work for that big house. You see that? So I feel like me personally, my factor comes in with the discipline aspect. Because growing up, I used to be a really stubborn child. Like, you're not getting shit through my head. But as I've, grown and matured, I've come to realize, like, some of the things that they were telling me at such a young age has played a really big factor into my life right now. Like, when I start to realize my life, I seem like if I actually took all the advice that they gave me as a kid, that's literally those advice that I'm implementing in my life right now. But when I was young, I didn't see no value in those advice because I'm like, bro, I'm going to just do whatever the fuck I want to do, So it's just being able to come to the realization of like, okay, you want to go in the gym. It's like going in the gym. Going in the gym it's not motivation for you. Like, getting your ass into the gym 24/7 or every single day is discipline. Because, bro, I'm going to tell you, everybody that goes to the gym some days don't even want to be in there. They don't even want to be around the weights. But they go to the goal because it's the discipline factor of, if I don't get this done, then the rest of my day, I'm not going to get anything else done. It's like Ricky was saying, like, it's the small little steps that you take that people should actually be granted and reward themselves for those small little steps. Because, yeah, we all want big successes. But at the same time, though, you gotta embrace the journey that you're going on.
You said, which one do we incorporate into our lives, more discipline or
motivation? Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think they kind of go hand in hand, but I think we got motivation for some things, and I think we got discipline for some things. Like, I don't think that anybody in the world is undisciplined.
Yeah.
We choose to be disciplined at certain
in areas.
Yeah. Like, you could be disciplined, like your job, for instance, you're very disciplined to your job because you know that if you don't, you're not going to have it. If you don't go to work, you know you're not going to have it. So you're very disciplined to your job. You got to work Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. You're there Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. If you're not going to be there, you know what? You're going to have to put in your 2 weeks request or something like that. You're very disciplined to that job. But let's say that same person, they're trying to lose, let's say they're trying to gain weight or trying to gain muscle, right? They're trying to get in the gym. So say they got to stick, they notice this meal plan they got to stick to. They know they got to be in the gym 4 days a week, and they know they schedule. They know they splits with everything they got to do. But they only in the gym 2 days a week, and they only eating a meal plan 3 out of the 5 days, right? He's not undisciplined. He's just being disciplined to what he wants to be disciplined to,
right.
What he knows he has to be disciplined to. Whereas if he was disciplined in something that he really wants to achieve, he would do it. And I think that if you have the motivation to do that, then that's where the discipline comes in. Because motivation comes and goes,
Yeah.
Motivation to me is like, okay, I see somebody with the car I want. That's motivation because I just saw it. But if the discipline comes in where you thinking about that car 24/7, like this my motivation, but you're being disciplined to that motivation, right? That's what the discipline is. It's just being disciplined to your motivation.
Yeah, and I like that you said that because a lot of times you may look at someone like they're not disciplined because they're not going to the gym consistently when they're actually probably disciplined in other parts of life.
Very disciplined to something else.
Yeah.
Like very.
Yeah, it might even be video games. They might be very disciplined to the video games, but I really like that perspective because it's all about what you're disciplined in. Are you disciplined in something positive or are you disciplined in something negative? And tying in motivation to that, motivation in my own definition is it's like that temporary driving factor to do something. Like, for example, you might look in the mirror, see some veins, see your arms are getting bigger, and that might be motivation to go to the gym, you know what I mean? But discipline is saying, I got to go to the gym 7 days a week for an hour a day, no matter what happens, no matter how I feel. And that is pure discipline to me, getting your shit done that you need done. You know what I mean? Handling your priorities, no matter how you're feeling or whatever, just knowing that it got to get done. So that, that's what I'm going to do.
And Ricky touched on a really important thing. Like we said, like pretty much like discipline is the action driven to the motivation. Mm-hmm. Like it's like he said, you see somebody with the favorite car that you want, you like, now if you want to go get that car, the discipline now is going to come with it. You're going to have to perform some actions to go get that car. Because you're not just going to dream about that car and it's going to pop up in your front door.
No.
Right.
So you're just going to have to put that action towards it. And I feel like that was a really like good insight on that.
Yeah, I think people, they don't really understand what motivation is. They think motivation is something that's like going to stay there forever. Because we all know we had days where we get up and we don't feel like doing the goddamn thing. Mm-hmm. But when you do those things that you don't feel like doing, that's the discipline part. Yep. But the days when you get up and it's like, man, I'm ready to go, that's when you motivated, right?
Yep.
That's usually the days that people get up and they go to the gym, they drinking they coffee, they did their skincare, they did all the homework, and they usually only come around 1-2 times a week.
Yep. Out of the 7.
You get what I'm saying? You only feel real good and pumped maybe 1-2 days, 3 days if it's a good week, Yep. So you have to be disciplined if you want to win in life, or else you just gonna be riding a constant wave of up and down, up and down, up and down. And you just, when you go up and down, you just stay in the middle, not making no progress.
All right, so I want to ask you guys, what specifically keeps you motivated or disciplined to chase your dreams? What keeps you? What pushes you?
What keeps me motivated is the hope of a better tomorrow. As in, like, I tell this to myself all the time. If I have no reason to be alive, I wouldn't be alive. Like, if I had no hope to be alive, I wouldn't be alive. So pretty much that is what keeps me motivated, and also the people around me. Like, going into business with Ricky, he's specified in areas that I am not. So when he's putting his 100% into the business, I gotta make sure I match that. As in, Ricky is doing the behind the scenes, editing the videos, making edits, clipping, all that. I gotta make sure I'm putting 100% effort into reaching out to people to get them on the podcast. Like, we have 2 different specialities into the business. So if he's putting most of his effort into the business, why can't I? That's motivation, right? Because I'm seeing somebody else do what that was needed to be done for the job, right? And then the discipline aspect comes in us, and like, how consistent can we post a week? How many people can we get on here to be able to get a podcast out every single week? And what conversations can we have with people to make sure people are actually tuning in and getting something out of it? So I guess, like you said, they go hand in hand, because some days we are motivated to pump out episodes. Some days we don't even want to get out of bed. But it's the discipline aspect of, okay, we know that we have a podcast at 5 p.m. So what are we going to do? We're going to make sure we are ready for 5 p.m. to get that episode out, because we don't want to waste somebody else's time. Especially when you're the one reaching out to the person to try to get them on there. Right. Why waste their time?
Yeah. What was the question you said? What about motivation, discipline?
Oh, okay. What specifically motivates you, or what keeps you disciplined?
I think I got different motivations for different things. But I think what keeps me like motivated and disciplined when it comes to our business, what we got going on right now, like he said, it's the days where we get all that feedback, man. Hey, I fuck with what y'all doing, man. Keep going. I just watched the episode, good episode. Hey, I like that, man. Hey, let me get a shirt, this and that. That's the days where you like real motivated. Like, man, let's get it. I'm pumped. And then, you know, the discipline comes in the days where, like he said, you don't want to talk a lick. You don't want to get in front of the camera. You don't want to see nobody face. Like, I don't want to meet you. No, I don't want to say hi. No, right? That's the discipline days, right? And we do have those days because we've been in it for a year and a half. So it's inevitable to not have those days. But it's like he said, we might agree to some a week or 2 weeks in advance and be like, yeah, we're gonna have a podcast on what's today, the 8th. We're gonna have a podcast on the 20th at 7 p.m. We have no idea how we're gonna be feeling on the 20th, what's gonna be going on with grades, what's gonna be going on with rent, life, health. We have no idea, but we just know that this is something that we have to do. So we're gonna get that, we're gonna schedule that. And when that day come around, whether it's a motivation day or a discipline day, we gonna make it happen. Right? That's I think that's the fine line between the two. But what keeps me motivated is just, you know, seeing that I think we could do something real big with it. That's the motivation. You know, I see that we could do something real big. I don't think that every podcast has that ability.